Will you be willing to share your biometrics to get some cryptocurrency? That is the offer from a crypto firm that has been operating in Singapore. Of course, plenty of people are interested, but there's also been some concerns raised about the risks. Why? Let me explain. For the past 6 months, people have been queuing up to stare into a silver orb in exchange for some cryptocurrency. So Worldcoin is an identity/crypto project by OpenAI CEO Sam Altman. The idea behind Worldcoin is that it verifies your humanness by using your biometrics, which are unique to only you. In a world of AI and deepfakes, the idea is to use your iris and biometrics to verify that you are human and your humanness, to show that you are a real person, and essentially giving you a passport to use on different platforms like Shopify and Discord. There's actually been a clampdown in several jurisdictions and countries. This includes Kenya, India, Spain, and more recently, Hong Kong actually raided several Worldcoin operators, after which they told Worldcoin, you can't operate here.
When asked, Worldcoin told ST these are not bans.
If the project hasn't been banned anywhere, there's places like the ones that you mentioned where the governments have asked us to temporarily pause operations so that they can review the things that are saying are in fact true, or they want to review a specific aspect of the project.
Worldcoin was actually launched about a year ago, but they only began operations in Singapore in about December 2023.
To date, there are at least 10 operators across Singapore.
All these places basically are businesses or eateries that have an orb there, and people will have to reserve a time slot to go down to these orbs to then have their irises and biometrics scanned. After it scans their biometrics, it verifies their profile on the Worldcoin app. This profile is called World.iD, which is supposed to act like a digital passport. When that happens, they are then given a token sum of some Worldcoin cryptocurrency. Now, this cryptocurrency is supposedly worth anywhere between 100 to 150 US, which is about 200 Sing dollars. So we actually visited a few of these places, and what we saw was that the people queuing up, majority of them were actually migrant workers. When we went to ask them what they were doing, they're saying that, they were just there to do some scans and get some money out of it. Worldcoin says they have privacy and anonymity top of their mind. Now, some of the people we spoke to, they said, we're already giving our biometric data to governments and all that. So what's the difference? So experts explain that there are actually quite a few risks involved when you're giving your biometric data to a private entity. In the case of governments, they do have security frameworks in place to prevent the misuse of such data. But when it comes to a private entity, well, we don't really know what they're going to do with it.
The Personal Data Protection Committee told ST it expects all organizations, including Worldcoin, to adhere to the Personal Data Protection Act when collecting personal data. It added that consumers should understand how their personal data will be used for different products and services before giving consent for it to be collected. Meanwhile, the Monetary Authority of Singapore said that Worldcoin and its related entities have not submitted any license application under the Payment Services Act. MAS added that it has engaged Worldcoin to further understand its activities in Singapore.